for a football game. Spring practice is over, and Georgia comes out with a 20-20 tie between the red and the black. Final thoughts now with Scott Howard and Eric Zier. See, I'm going to start with you, quarterback play. Talk to us about Carson Beck and Gunnar Stockton.
It looked like a spring game. Honestly, a lot of really, I think, sharp throws and good plays from both quarterbacks. A couple of things that were maybe a little bit sloppy. You also have to keep in mind you got a lot of new guys that are on this football team, so all the timing's not going to quite be there. But both those guys can play at a very, very high level. We know what Carson Beck can go do. So Dog's going to be in good shape at the quarterback position with some depth.
Scott, what stood out to you today? Out of all the players you saw, we saw some tip balls, we saw some nice runs, we saw some new guys, we saw some old guys with some great blocking.
I think Michael Williams, he had a couple of tip passes. He had the interception off his own tip. And C.J. Allen, the number of tackles that he made, the way he was patrolling behind the line of scrimmage there on defense. I was going to look to see what his number was. He was only credited with 5 tackles. It seemed like it was more than that from my vantage point anyway for C.J. But those two guys stood out to me on defense, even though I probably should be thinking about the secondary more as many passes as were thrown today. I mean, there's going to be some icing of the arms. Beck threw 46 times today, and Stockton threw 37 combined passes for both teams. But all in all, and no one I don't think got hurt, which is that's key on your last practice of the spring. We had enough guys on the sidelines watching today already, so that's good news. But the way Michael Williams played, I'm hoping that he can be a force when the regular season begins for the Georgia defense.
Etienne and Rob and Dominic Levitt, we saw some nice plays out of our skill players.
That's true. All those guys returning. Etienne is a new face, and he's still learning the Georgia way, I guess, if you want to apply that. But wow, what great speed Georgia will have out of the backfield with Trevor, and then Dominic Levitt made that tremendous catch there on the final touchdown, and I think good things are ahead for him as well. So high expectations for Georgia football going into the season, and I think they're well deserved. I think this is going to be another good football team.
Yeah, one guy I would add in the receiving corps, Kobe Young looked really good as well today too. And when you think about the weapons that this offense has with Etienne, the way Rhett Robinson ran the football, that is, you've got a power back in Robinson. You've got great what looks like breakaway speed in Etienne, and a receiving corps that is probably going to be a little bit underestimated coming into the year. By the end of the year, they won't be. It's a dynamic group.
Also very nice to see Andrew Paul playing again, and he played extremely well today. Looked healthy, ran the ball hard, ran the ball with good burst. All right, thank you, gentlemen. Great job today broadcasting.
That was fun. Good to see you guys again.
Always
so you remember traffic on 85 next year.
Well, listen, I'm going to go down 20 getting home. I'm not touching 85
You should just get a house on this side of the perimeter.
Yeah, maybe that's the key.
We're going to get Shivani to pick you up for the game against Clemson. All right, very good. Thank you, everybody. In 1973, the rock legend Steely Dan released their seminal album, Countdown to Ecstasy. And with that title in mind, we leave you today. The countdown is on. 139 days till the ecstasy of a new Georgia football season. UGA will enter the 2024 campaign on a school record streak of 39 consecutive regular season victories, dating back to 2020. Is that 29? 29 regular consecutive victories dating back to 2020. That leads the FBS. The Bulldogs open this season against Clemson. That's in the Aflac kickoff game in Atlanta. Till then, enjoy your family, your friends, and being a Georgia Bulldog. For Scott Howard, Eric Zier, DJ Shockley, and our production team of Chris Shivani, Adam Gillespie, and Luke Ned Carney, this is Neil Hondo Williamson. God bless you, good day, and go Dogs!
Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. You've been listening to G-Day, exclusive coverage of the Georgia football spring game. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by our co-presenting game sponsors, Piedmont Healthcare and Lifelink. The proceeding has been a Learfield presentation of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, powered by Learfield and JMI Sports. WSB consumer expert Clark Howard.
If you're thinking